We're back with more on the WHHI News. The Bobcat is the mascot for Bluffton High School, and there is a new version, an artist rendering of that Bobcat. Jessica Jeremiah has the details.
All right, we have, well, really history in the making right now as we are standing next to this statue. We're going to find out a little bit about the why it's here. We've got Paul and Carola joining us right now. Thank you so much for being here. I understand, Paul, this was really a creative effort, and I would love for you to speak a little bit about that, how this came to be just logistically.
So basically, kind of to go with the short story, is that Bluffton had a mascot for many years, and unfortunately with the rivalry between Hilton Head and Bluffton, pranks were played and mascots got taken. I believe one time they found it across the street on the roof of the golf course, and there's been a couple other instances where it got taken. So they hadn't had one in a while, and we kind of kept going back and forth. What do we do with this? You know, do we try to find a taxidermied bobcat? Do we find a real bobcat? Turns out you can't buy bobcats on eBay. I did check that, not allowed. So then all of a sudden I realized that I had a good friend who is a longtime Bluffton Hilton Head native, and this is what he does. He does sculptures, and he's an artist. And I said, hey, Wally Palmer, sit down and let's talk about this. Let's see what we can come up with.
And I understand he's got an impressive studio. I mean, look at this piece. I mean, this is incredible artwork, and this will go down in history as, you know, a historic moment for the school. Do you know a little bit about just how he was able to put this together? This is not his first works, obviously.
No, he is the second generation of artists and sculptures, and his father actually did a lot of sculptures on Hilton Head. He did a lot for Sea Pines, and it took him about 300 hours to get this thing done. And it basically started as a notebook sketch, transferred to big foam blocks, detailed those, covered everything in fiberglass, and then bronzed, and all the things that go into it, which I know nothing about, but I do know that he kind of showed me pictures along the way for historical purposes, and so we have everything documented for years to come of how this actually came to be, and hopefully this will last quite a long time.
Looks like it will, and that is really impressive work. I should mention that Paul and Carola are a husband and wife duo here and are very involved in the school. You've got a senior here playing football tonight, and this means a lot to the seniors, not just because it's really a gift, but because this is something that they are gifting. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. We have a very great group of senior parents involved. This year, we have done a lot of fundraisers and trying to support the coach and our senior players. And between the coach and the parents, like Paul was saying, our old mascot was stolen. Then we used to have a tunnel. The kids will put their names in there, touch the tunnel before you went into the field as a good luck, if you want to say that. And that was gone with one of the hurricanes. So we were left with nothing and trying to figure out years, what we do. And within the parents, the coach, and like what Paul was saying, we're like, this is the year we're going to give something to the school. And with all these great minds, the sculpture and the connections and all the work that all the parents put in there, we are able to have this now and gift it to the school, and now we have a mascot.
And it's incredible, and we're so glad to get the opportunity to be here as it's getting really presented for the first time. Where is this going to live here at Bluffton High School?
I believe it's going to live somewhere around the football stadium. I know that it can be brought out for special occasions and different pep rallies and whatnot. We made it light enough where 4 football guys can take it, but it would be very hard to nab that thing, to take that thing. So it's just enough. It weighs about 300 pounds or so.
Goodness gracious. Well, I think this is going to be here for a long time to come, and I love getting to hear the backstory. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Paul and Carola. We're going to get back to the desk.
Thanks so much, Jessa. When we come back, Cinda Seaman has some great advice for you if you'll be cooking during the holiday season. Don't go away.